Good morning, Bitcoins! Mad, I'm not sure I want to do a Christmas special this year. Things lately have been pretty messed up. Asked too many questions, burned too many bridges, and, well, the price is messed up. Yeah, so, what has that got to do with it? This is Christmas, the best time of year, when little Bitcoin girls and little Bitcoin boys are snug in their cryptographic beds, dreaming of Saint Satoshi, and whether or not he'll come this year. Yeah, well, I don't think he's coming. You know what? I'm not even sure Saint Satoshi exists. Oh, really? But what about the famous poem, "I heard the bells on Satoshi's day"? Surely that will change your mind. I heard the bells on Satoshi's day, the old familiar crypto play. Wild and sweet the words repeat, peace on earth, goodwill to men. And then, thought I, the day had come when all Satoshi's words are one, rolling along an unbroken song, peace on earth, goodwill to men. Till ringing, singing on its way, the world revolved from night to day. Satoshi's voice, Satoshi's chime, the blockchain became a chant sublime, of peace on earth, goodwill to men. Then, with each miner standing strong, they mined the bitcoins, marching on. But with the sound, Bitcoin resounds, peace on earth, goodwill to men. And in despair I bowed my head. There is no peace on earth, I said, for hate is strong and mocks Satoshi's song, of peace on earth, goodwill to men. Then rang the bells more loud and deep. Satoshi's not dead, nor doth he sleep. The wrong shall fail, the right prevail, with peace on earth, goodwill to men. A rousing reading. Thank you. But that did not convince me. Oh, really? What was that, Coleridge? Wordsworth, actually. Sort of. What about this? Every time a bell rings, another Bitcoin gets its wings. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and old lang syne? What is this? It's a Wonderful Life, I guess. You should probably sing less. You're telling me. You're a bright shooting star. You're a figment of my imagination. You're a figment of my imagination. Touché. I thought you were here to deliver a Christmas miracle. I thought this show was supposed to be uplifting. What if I told you there's gonna be a football game the day after Christmas? I'm pretty sure there's always a football game the day after Christmas. Often more than one. What if I told you there was gonna be a Bitcoin football game? Hashtag Bitcoin Bowl, no spaces.
50 cents.
The Bitcoin Bowl?
50 cents.
What the hell was that? Never mind. But you're right. It's the hashtag Bitcoin Bowl.
50 cents.
From BitPay. It's in St. Petersburg, Florida, the day after Christmas. And the World Crypto Network is having a pizza party. And we'll be watching the game live on YouTube. Hashtag Bitcoin Bowl.
50 cents.
And World Crypto Network pizza party? That sounds pretty cool. And you'll be there? And Satoshi Claus will be there? Maybe. And I'll be there? And pizza? And hashtag Bitcoin Bowl?
50 cents.
I don't know why you keep saying that. And I don't know why you keep saying hashtag aloud. Bitcoin Bowl.
50 cents.
You're saying it because it's in the script. Ooh, breaking the fourth wall now. Have we sunk to that? It got pretty meta as soon as you started talking to yourself. Bitcoin Bowl.
50 cents.
This has been a strange week. Watch the World Crypto Network live December 26, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. on the West Coast at worldcryptonetwork.com. Hashtag BYOP. That means bring your own pizza. And yeah, hashtag Bitcoin Bowl.
50 cents.
Because I guess that's a thing now. You know, this was kind of a shitty Christmas special. What do you mean? It had a poem, a bit of a song, its own hashtag. Every Christmas special may suck, but not every Christmas special has its own hashtag. Just gonna keep beating that one to death, huh? It seems relevant. And a little bit ironic, don't you think? Are you gonna do the poem, or am I? I think it would be best if we share. A Visit from Saint Satoshi by Clement Clark Bitcoin. But nobody really calls it that. Its proper title. Most everybody refers to it by its first line. 'Twas the night before Bitcoin Christmas, when all through the house, not a Bitcoin was stirring, not even a computer mouse. The wallets were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that Satoshi Nakamoto soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of altcoins danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the net there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the laptop I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and brought up the dash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes did appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny bit deer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, like a damn Tamagotchi. I knew in a moment he must be Satoshi. More rapid than Litecoins his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Bitcoin, now Litecoin, now Feather and Peercoin, on Terra, on Namecoin, on Primecoin and Franco, to the top of the charts, to the top of the wall. Now hash away, hash away, hash away all. As the leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with a cell wall, they mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of Bitcoins, and Satoshi too. And then in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney Satoshi came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with hashes and loot. A bundle of Bitcoins he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a bee. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the wallets, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and they all flew away, like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, as he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night." Bitcoin Bowl.
50 cents.
You still think that's funny? It never gets old.